Hard Rock Lunchbox.
Ah, man, greetings and salutations and welcome to 2026. This is our first show of the year. It is January 8th, 2026. It looks like we've made it. I can't confirm nor deny if we actually made it, but it certainly looks like we have. And truth be told, I was seriously all set to do a show on the 1st and do our 2025 countdown, which we're going to do today. But I kind of just overslept and forgot. I mean, I definitely didn't sleep past noon, but I got out of bed past noon, so I was like, oh yeah, I was supposed to do that thing I do every Thursday, so that one's on me, my B, for sure. Sorry about that. I knew there was a possibility, I just didn't know how late I was going to be up on New Year's Eve, and also I figured New Year's Day, I feel like listenership is down, and I was like, might not even do the countdown justice, but normally I would do it, I just didn't get around because I have Andy's. Where's Andy's? Hang on. I gotta find the clip, the Andy clip, the greatest Andy clip of all time, because that is when we actually did a show. No, not there. We actually did a show on January 1st, and Andy sent in his learning segment, which I cannot seem to find for some reason. Is it this one? Learning? Yeah, this is Andy's greatest learning segment, in my opinion, in history. And this is from, what is this? Oh, it doesn't say. Why would it say? It's exciting, right? Let me see. This is from, it looks like it's from 2019. So this is Andy's greatest segment ever.
Welcome to this week's Learning with Andy from Off the Turnpike. This is it's New Year's morning edition. So, item. Drinking gives you hangovers, and hangovers suck. That's all for this week. Next week I won't have a hangover.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think we learned anything in that, but man, just hearing his gravelly voice offering up one item and then just quickly Irish exiting to the door is just one of Andy's greatest moments of all time. Thank you, Andy, for all the segments for all the years. That's just so fantastic. I might even just bring that in a couple of times today just because it makes me laugh. But suffice it to say that I am here today. I do actually have my list. I am so prepared with this list. I actually spent some time yesterday prepping for the show. I know. I can't believe it either. But I did. I actually spent some time prepping for the show. And the way I prep for the show is I have... Oh, by the way, this is the... Can't even see it. This is the top 25 songs of 2025 as collected by the recording, the software we use here for the Hard Rock Lunchbox. It tracks every time we play a song. So these are the most played songs of 2025. I think, if you're a regular listener, you probably have some feeling of like where your favorite song falls based on how many times you've heard it over the year. I will say what gets me every single year is how front-loaded a lot of this is, because a lot of songs I play a whole bunch, like in January and February and March, like I kind of forget about by December, but there they are on the thing. And I will say the other thing is how close some of these songs are. So what I have to do is I have to weight it, like if they're even, like the same number of plays, I usually have to weight it by whatever one was played last, because whatever one is played last is generally expected to keep getting played. And if 2026 didn't happen, it would probably get played a little bit more. It's an arbitrary thing, and it's a decision we made here years ago. What else about this? Oh, the other rule on this is a band can only appear in the countdown once. Now this, I've talked to Jimmy about this a million times. This screws over bands like Craving Strange. This year it affects Oswald's. It affects Revel 9. It affects Neon Skyline. It definitely affects Playing Dead. Like all these bands that have songs, multiple songs that I play, it dilutes their count, right? So like they could have Like, I used to do the biggest bands of the box, but I tend to do that on Thanksgiving, and I blew off Thanksgiving this year because I just didn't feel well. So the end of the year countdown is really year specific, but like, while their count for total number of plays, like, obviously Craving Strange gets played every week because they have their own segment, but because they have so many songs that I choose from, it gets watered down. So, like, your favorite, or the most played song from Craving Strange might be only one more play than the next played song. But you could see, like, if it was 20 of the first and 20 of the first and 19 of the second, if they only had one song, the likelihood is I probably would have played that one song a little bit more. But we have to draw lines somewhere, people. We just can't have complete chaos and anarchy. That's what the rest of the year is for on this show. So. But also, so what I did yesterday is I kind of went through this, and I entered them all into the software machine thing, because I wanted to see, like, roughly how much time I was going to take playing music, because every year I screw this up terribly. And this year is going to be no different. Like, my time management skills are less than zero on a good day. But I did try and estimate, so I kind of have, like, you can see this right here. Like, so this is roughly where I should be at any given time, you know, as I'm going through the songs, right? Like, technically the first song I should be done with by 12:21, right? Which means I kind of got to get started pretty soon, which means this top 20 is going to be kind of lame. But that's fine, because honestly, I've had enough of doing the top 20 and then getting really negative comments about everything I say. My favorite one lately is just how delusional I am, and obviously I'm such a libtard. It's crazy, because I went to libtard university. But the latest one I'm dealing with is, like, the sheep idea, like, that apparently anybody complaining about stuff that's going on, like, we're just sheep. Like, but the irony is in the juxtaposition of what sheep actually are. I mean, the people that are saying this the loudest, like, claiming that others are sheep, are the same ones that voted for an administration that has yet to accomplish almost all of the things they set out to accomplish, including all these ICE raids that were supposed to deport 1 million people in the first year. They didn't do that, and they also said they were going to be deporting the 1 million gang members last year, and they didn't do that either. But still, an administration that keeps doing new and exciting things. I mean, running on an America First ticket and then, you know, bombing Iran and, you know, attacking Venezuela and kidnapping the president of Venezuela. Now, to be fair, Maduro's a bad dude. I just don't know why all of a sudden we have the right to just sort of decide who's bad and we could just sort of take out, because by my metrics, there are way worse people in the world, but I guess they just don't have oil, or they're not some little guy where you can just pick on. So I don't really know, but it seems like if they keep changing the playbook and not doing what they're saying and doing stuff that they said that they wouldn't do, like, the people that still follow them, I think they're the sheep, right? Like, because the sheep will just follow the rancher around wherever he's going, and that's exactly what I'm seeing in the MAGA universe. The fact that they call other people sheep that are just calling this stuff out, like, those aren't sheep. Those are like the collies that are like, I don't think we should go that way. And the sheep are like, but I gotta follow this guy. And that's exactly what they're doing, which just makes me laugh constantly. Like, one thing I am not is a sheep. And I'm certainly not multiple sheep, but I'm not even a singular sheep. So a shep, I guess we could call it, or a lamb. I don't know. It's probably for another show. But I think I'm going to start with the countdown, because I feel like there's a really good chance that I'm just going to blow right through all these timelines and stuff like that. So, again, it's the top 25 songs as determined by the number of plays in 2025. There will be one exception on here, because I may or may not have gotten my hot little hands on a hot little new song that comes out tomorrow from a hot little new band. Well, they're not actually that new, but they... If it feels like they're new because they never play live anymore, but they are playing live this Saturday, and I feel like that's a pretty big giveaway. And it's not Pathmaker. I could say that. Pathmaker did not give me new material. They should have, but they didn't. So here we are. So that's going to pop in. I'm going to say probably in the 1 o'clock hour. I do actually have its time written down here, but you'll just have to listen until I get around to it. So I feel like we're at 12:12. Which puts me about, okay, first song is 2 minutes and 48 seconds, so we'll do that to 3. So technically I'm supposed to start the countdown at 12:18. It is now 12:13. That builds me in 5 pocket minutes. I can definitely waste that by talking, right? So why don't we just get on with the countdown? Because that's what everybody's here for, not my witty repartee, as it were. If that's even what the French call a certain... I don't know what. But, yeah, we'll get on with the countdown. Top 25 most played songs of 2025. And we'll start with number 25. Just squeaked in. We played with this band at our holiday party, which was awesome. This is my favorite song from them. It's called Penne du Chaz, which I am quite sure means macaroni and cheese. But I will not ask the band because I can't risk the answer not being that. So I'm just going to live in my imaginary world right here while I play you number 25 from Bending Over Backwards.